Okay. All right. We're good.
All right. Everybody in?
Yeah, I'll start bringing them in now. Yeah. Here they come. Mhm.
And the actress or the singer, her name is Jamila or Jamila?
Jamela.
Jamila.
Yeah. I'm looking for. I don't see her yet, so we'll just go. Okay, cool. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going?
All right, good, good. Yeah, you guys are automatically muted when you come into the room. So what we want to do is just when you come in, we'll give our host to let you know, and you guys can like introduce yourselves, and we'll just keep going as it goes on. Here's someone else coming now. I'm letting in. Then we'll get it popping. You guys get a chance to see the extended version of the video.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, perfect, perfect. I'm anxious to hear what people got to say.
Sure.
So, Rye, you take it away.
All
Read,
right.
not read.
All right.
Bye. My God.
All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Love and Hate Watch Party Q&A. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ryan Irie, and I'm going to be your host for today. And we have here a few people that are joining the Q&A that we want to talk to, get some feedback. We have Karen Lewis of the Angel House. We have Miss Barbara Dean Franklin, and I believe we have some sources from Safe House, I believe it is. So if you all want to kind of like tap in and just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourself. We can start with Miss Barbara Dean.
Hey, this is Barbara Dean Franklin. Hey, Rye. Hey, Wes. How are you guys?
Hey.
Awesome, Karen. Awesome, awesome, awesome video, man. You outdid yourself. You don't forget my name, right?
Nah.
But listen, Jeannie Gold is on, and she's the CEO of Safe House. It seems like she's trying to connect her audio, so I don't know if she's able to connect her audio or not. But I do see that she's on here. I sit on the board at Safe House. Again, she is the CEO, and so there she is.
I see it.
Hi. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Yeah.
I just saw the video. It's great.
Thanks. Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Barbara Dean. Jeannie, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you thought about the video.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Gold. I'm the CEO at Safe House. Been there quite a while. I'm a former prosecuting attorney who became a CEO working with victims of domestic violence. So what I saw in the video was really so indicative of what people go through in real life as far as trying to figure out their relationships and trying to figure out what in the heck. Do you love the person? Do you hate the person? What are you trying to do in your life to move forward for yourself and love yourself, but also try to figure out how you're going to share your life with somebody? And if they're not all about sharing and it's all one-sided, it really makes sense to have this type of a message out there that really says you can keep figuring it out and thinking about it, but ultimately it really has to be your decision to help yourself more than anything and love yourself first and foremost. I really liked it. I loved the way that the flower at the end was dropped on the floor. That was, it just really, it said, okay, I'm done. You know, I forgive you, but I'm moving on. I like that.
Well, thank you so much for that, Jeannie. We appreciate your feedback, and we're glad that you enjoyed it. So next we want to move on to Miss Karen Lewis of the Angel House. If you could please just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you liked about the video. If you got to see the video, I hope you did. You can unmute yourself. Just tap unmute. It's at the bottom of your screen. There you go. You had it for a second. Oh, there you go.
Hello, and I have to truly apologize, but I didn't get to see a video.
Okay.
Okay, but I thank you all for having me on here today. I'm so glad to see Barbara Dean Franklin and Wes. It's good to speak to you again.
Okay. I will send you the link for the video so that you can see it later after this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, and who else do we have on? Oh, Wes, I can't hear you. You muted.
I have a couple of people from my crew that joined. I have my assistant director, Darcy L. Butcher. I have one of my producers, my line producer, Lamar, and I have my associate producer, and he also did some of the scoring for it. That's Anthony Hicks, Tony.
How's it going?
So each one of y'all, I mean, I introduced you, so you get yourself, but
Yeah.
you know, you can take it away, Reed, if you have any questions.
Okay. Yeah. Tony, if you want to go ahead and give us some feedback about your background and involvement in the project, and just kind of tell us, you know, what you think as far as like the outcome of the project. How do you think it went? You're muted.
Well, first off, it was an awesome opportunity. It was one of the first projects I had a chance to actually do something that meant this much. And I met Wes through a mutual friend. She introduced me to help him with like some of the audio work. And I don't know, I'm pretty gun ho when I join a team, and if I believe in it. So I, you know, as soon as we started, I was just happy to help in any way, form, or fashion. So it was great. I love the outcome of it. I love the message of it, and it's something that I could genuinely support. Definitely when it comes down to protecting our women, definitely in this climate that we're currently in, and also I understand that domestic violence can go either way, but I feel like I've seen this side of it well too often. People don't even know the psychological trauma behind something like that. So, and how it can move forward within a whole nother relationship down the line. So, you know, we have to have more patience and more empathy in these type of situations. So I was just glad to be a part of it. I can go on my soapbox all day, but
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were able to have the opportunity to work on the project as well, because we need more men standing behind these type of causes to kind of like stand up and say that no more, just like the women are saying no more, to kind of like be our protectors, you know. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And who's next? Oh, there you go. Hi.
Hey, hi, my name is Lamar Dyer. I am the line producer, at least that's what it says. Face on camera, yay! But experience really, you know, working with West and this family that was going through. And I kind of was on the dark side of it because, you know, sometimes, especially with women that are in an abusive relationship, even if you try to put their, you know, the proverbial hand out, to still have the patience to be like, okay, it's up with them. You did your right thing as being a, you know, man, to try to help them out, but almost try to have your hand bit off in the fact that you're trying to help. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. But I mean, it won't stop me from trying to help somebody out. But, you know, a lot of males, like say from my standpoint, ain't really trying to jump in, because say you try to help somebody that's in that relationship and you end up the one being like put in jail because you're trying to protect the one, and they try to go to the back with their man. I'm just looking at it from another perspective, but it's not going to stop me from trying to do what's right.
That's what's up.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. We lost you. Wait a minute. He muted himself. All right. Well, I heard you, man. You was breaking up a little bit, but I heard the gist of what you were saying.
Hey Wes, real
Yeah.
quick, how
What's
you
up?
guys doing? It's Jamila's mom. She's
Hey,
trying to
Lee.
get on, but she's not having a good connection.
No?
I don't know if you see her in there.
Yeah,
but
I see her in there. Yeah, I see her in there. She's trying to connect audio.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know what you got. You get her through.
Yeah. I have her already in the
Okay.
room, so whenever her connection
cool.
comes through, she
I
can
just
just
want to make sure.
she'll
All right.
jump
Cool.
in. And
Thank
so that's Lisa, everybody. This is Jamela's mother.
Hola.
And Jamela is on.
The video
She's
was
just-
fantastic, by the way. It really, it's I mean, when I see it, it just gives me the chills. Honestly, it's fantastic job all around, everybody. I'm super proud of it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was great having. So hopefully Jamela's connection to come through. We'll get her on, and from there we'll go to. Let me just. I want to hear from Darcy. She was my assistant director on the project. So, Darcy, if you just want to say a couple things, that'd be cool.
I tend to always forget how much fun I have on video shoots, and I had a good time. I directed a couple of scenes, just a little bit. Yeah, I think this is a great idea. It was a really good video. I really liked watching it. I liked being in it.
Yeah, all of my cast, my entire crew became my cast too. And that's independent filmmaking for you. Everybody had a part to do. So they came in, and I appreciate everybody that worked on this project from start to finish. Like I said, everybody is being a little modest. They really did a lot more than what they're kind of like putting in, because when you have a small crew, and this was all of these, I just want to mention all of these people. They're part of my school, Full Sail University, and we shot some of it there on campus, a good bulk of it there. Then we shot some of the greater parts of Orlando. So, but not only did they do what they're credited for doing, they did more. Like as you can see, every single one of them that's here, Darcy, Lamar, and Tony, they all acted in it as well. So, we had Jamela, of course, who's doing her thing, and then we had Hunter. Hunter couldn't be here today. He's actually on a set right now acting, so he wasn't able to join. But getting him was a good find, man. Like, we went through a few people on our auditions, and he just really fit. It was just really like, I really liked his overall energy and how he approached acting, period. And just, he was such a gentleman. And so it really shows his acting ability, because he's acting kind of like a jerk in this show, in this video, but he's really really a sweet dude, man. A gentleman. So I thought it was and I liked him and Jamela had good chemistry on set. They were really like quick, you know what I mean? One hit or quitter. It was like, boom, one take, two takes, they were done. So we were able to move on fast enough, and it was just really, really, really good opportunity. I think we lost Ree for a second, so I don't know how the connection is kind of messed up here, but we're gonna keep it moving. She'll jump back in. I just wanna talk about the process of it real quick. Where actually the reason for what we were doing it in the first place. Now this the song was originally, it was written by a gentleman named Thaddeus Dixon. He's a like award-winning songwriter. You know what I mean? He's like, and he's working with Jamela. Jamela's been working. She's worked with a lot of notable people in the industry, and with her, that song, and we, you know, had that song as the video choice or whatever. So we wanted to, the song itself has, you know, it's the way she delivers it from the lyrics, it's very powerful, right? So, you know, it just felt like a powerful video should go with it. You know what I mean? You know, not just a powerful video, but a powerful message, you know? So that's when we kind of came up with that idea and used that. I also believe that, you know, Jamela being a young artist, you know, she was on The Voice, and she could have did anything, you know, coming off The Voice. You know, you want to attack that buzz, right? When you come off The Voice, she could have did anything. She, you know, because she's a triple threat, literally. She can, you know, act, sing, dance, you know what I mean? So she could have did some, you know, high profile videos, singing and dancing, you know, whatever. But, you know, well, we chose to go with this. So I think that says a lot about her character, to be able to, you know, want to put that message out there, because this is really like her first song after she went on The Voice. You know what I mean? So that being said, like I said, she could have chose to be, you know, go the other route and say, hey, I just want to do something that's going to profile me. She chose to do something that profiles something that's not, you know, not her. You know what I mean? And I think that's you know, a lot to, I'm bringing Reed back in. I think that's a lot to be said about that. And hopefully Zoom will stop acting up and we can get her on. and that'd be good. I think Reed's connected her audio back. Let's see. We have you back? There you go.
Sorry about that. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I had to update it. That's what it was.
Oh Lord, yeah. Zoom. You know what? As everyone knows, we're going through these crazy times right now. So Zoom is like flooded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Zoom is like flooded. I think she. Let me see if is how's Jamela? How you looking over there, Jamela? I thought you had your hand raised.
Oh, is Jamela in?
She's in there. Let's see if you have to unmute yourself, see if you can talk. Let's see if she can even hear me. Let's see,
I'll text her too. One
yeah.
second.
Put that's to unmute. Let's see. Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I do.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry, I'm like in the middle of like nowhere in Texas, and for some reason it wasn't working when I first came on. But I'm also kind of in the car at the moment as well, so I don't feel safe, obviously, putting the camera up.
Right. Okay. Well, hi, Jamela. I'm Ryan Iree. I'm the host for the Q&A for Love and Hate. And
Hi.
Hi, we're really happy to have you here as you are the star of the film, or the video rather. And we just kind of wanted to touch base with you and just ask you, you know, some questions like, how did you feel when filming the video? You know, I know it's your song, you know, what inspired you to create the song? If you just want to tell us a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this song wasn't necessarily, you know, created to have some behind it. When, you know, when I do decide that I want to sing a song or that I want to write to a song, it's usually because it has multiple meanings to it, so that multiple people can, you know, relate to the situation that I'm singing about. But in this case, you know, I chose a song that I wanted other people to be able to relate to, and in this instant, it kind of worked with what Wes had been working on, which was domestic violence, huge issue, and still is a huge issue. So.
Goes that connection again.
Yeah, she's breaking up.
Oh man. Yeah, we lost her. Well, we didn't lose her, but the connection is not solid over there. Come on, Texas, get it together, Texas. Get some more cell towers.
Towers out there. Need some fire.
You know what I mean? But John, piggyback off of what she said, I think she was starting to say, you know, the song, she chose the song for some reason. Originally, the song was not written for domestic violence, which I thought was really cool about the fact that it could cover a lot of things. And to me, that's a good song. A good song can cover a lot of different topics, you know what I mean? So the fact that, you know, when I heard the song, I heard, okay, let's come up with something. And it's like, hey, I know that the song's about like a toxic relationship. So I'm like, you know, and I've already done like a lot of domestic violence related type of work, as far as like I have a short film that I did about domestic violence. So I did a lot of research on it, and I have, you know, I think whether you know it or not, probably almost everybody knows someone, unfortunately, that has been involved in some sort of domestic violence situation. And so I decided to write the video around that topic, based on, not per se based on the lyrics, but like I said, because of the lyrics, what they were, and the way more so the way she delivers the song with such passion and power in her voice. It was like, this video deserves something that's going to, you know, you're already feeling her voice by, you know, when you're listening to it. So I wanted something visually for you to feel as well. So, and, you know, I mean, I'm not sure if that's exactly what she was going to say, but, you know, just trying to piggyback off of what she was basically originally saying. And yeah, so that's pretty much that. Also, we had someone who just joined, the executive producer of the video, who is also my manager. And he's my man, Deuce. I just wanted to introduce him real quick. You're gonna have to take yourself off mute if you just want to say what's up.
Yeah, I was on mute. I didn't want to. I had people in the room. I didn't want to interrupt.
One time I was like,
Oh, okay.
What's up, Deuce?
What's up, Lisa? Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up, man?
We're going in the back of the bus.
Okay,
I'm on the tour bus.
You're on the tour bus. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we were just chopping it up about the process of the video, and, you know, like, so when I first, so in the beginning, when I came with the idea and I sent it to you and Rick and stuff like that, I just, you know, how was you feeling about that? I know you was with it, obviously, because we went through with it, right? So
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I really thought it was something serious that needed to be spoken about. And, you know, there's so many people that it touches that we don't know that's close to us, you know, because a lot of people aren't going to talk about it. So I figured if it could help somebody, then we're doing our job. And if we can make it entertaining, more people will be willing to acknowledge the fact that it's going on close to them. So, I mean, I love the idea. It was one line that really, in the song, that really pushed me towards even bringing the idea to you of making it about domestic violence. And the line was talking about how she's sick and tired, or no, it's the last, what is it? It's the last time, I'm gonna say it's the last time you hurt me. So many people that are being abused always say, I'm not gonna let it happen again, but don't move themselves out of that situation. I had a friend that asked me one time, he said him and his wife, I won't say who they are, but him and his wife was going through some things, and he said to me, he said, if I continue, he said, I think I'm gonna get out of this relationship. And somebody else kept saying, man, are you sure you want to do this? And he said, if I was abusing her for 10 years straight, and that 10th year and one day she said, that's it, I'm leaving, what on earth could make me tell her to stay after doing it for so long? And I thought about it and I was like, you're right. When somebody's fed up, they're fed up. But why go through all that 10 years of being abused, whether it's physically, mentally, however it's abuse is abuse, no matter what it is. So why go through them 10 years? So if we could open somebody's eyes through a video or through a song, great. And I think you got the message over great in the video. I just got finished watching it again. And I think everything was great on it.
Appreciate that. That's what's up. Since Jeannie, what he was just saying, to kind of piggyback off that, I'm sure you guys see these type of things all the time where, a person might be in a situation and, if you can just kind of elaborate on that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, that is what we do, is we try to provide not only a safe shelter, but also the tools that you need to move on. And how do you actually say, I'm ready to get another job, get another house, try to move on and still be able to have, there's so many intricacies of everybody's lives when there's children involved, when there's not children involved, when there's, educational levels, and having got some of the ladies we see don't even have a GED, and we're trying to help them just get some education. This is so cool, though. I wanted to tell you how it came out right now. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So it's just the most wonderful timing. I just want to tell you how great that is. And what a great voice, what a great video. Everything comes together and tells the story so well. And we're always asked to tell a story, just like, who do we help? Well, she's this whole story, and her voice tells the story so that people her age, younger and older, will all listen. But I feel very strongly that it's a real life message out there. And I appreciate that you're doing it. And it does represent so many people in the shelter. I'll tell you right now, most everyone is between 18 and 29 years old. And some of them have children. We have a lady who has 6 children right now, and we have single women. And there's a lady with 1 or 2 kids. So it's really all over the place. And right now, the most important thing is to get the message out there that there's help and people really do care. And you don't have to be stuck if somebody's abusing you physically, mentally, psychologically, financially.
Exactly.
Amen.
So thank you.
I agree. That's right.
That's it's just the whole thing. And like I said, a lot of people, unfortunately, and even if you know or not, you may know somebody that's going through that. And it's just, as I dug deeper into it, it's mind blowing how deep this thing gets,
Well, it starts earlier than most people realize.
Yeah. Oh, you muted.
Kids or younger adults, I'll say, even all the way down to junior high school. Like I've dealt with a lot of junior high school kids, and you go to the school and you see the guys grabbing the girls all rough or hitting them, and it's like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to do that. Don't put your hands on people. So it starts early. So you could touch a child early because you have someone like Jamela singing, and she's reaching the youth. We could possibly stop some of it from occurring even in the 18, 20, 21 and up age, that early age. I mean, so that's what makes it good for her to be singing it, because somebody's not gonna listen to me. I'm an old guy that, I don't know anything. I haven't been through anything in my life, so they're not gonna listen to me. So they might listen to her.
And you know what, Wes? Another thing that I don't know if anybody else look at it from this perspective. When I'm looking at it and Tony put his hand on her leg, and I'm thinking like, why is he touching her? You know, I mean, because he's, I'm sorry, I mean, I'm just saying, because here's a young girl that's in the studio, some guy, you know, may try to take advantage of her. You have to just be aware of your surroundings, you know, it's good, she's making the music, but you know, what she's thinking about and perhaps what he's thinking about. So you've got to be thinking all the time about, you know, exactly what's going on. She was innocent and probably, I don't know, he had that look in his eye, but anyway, it was good. I saw that, I caught that, I'm hollering at the like, look, you know, so it was really an impactful video.
You know, what's crazy about that is that scene specifically, it was so funny because I was telling Wes, it's like completely out of my character to be a creep like that. And I was like, I had to kind of force that a little bit. But I realized too how easily things can get normalized in a person's life. Definitely how you is it Deuce or Deuce? Is it Deuce?
Deuce.
Deuce. Right? Yeah, that's easy to remember. My brother's Deuce. So kind of to piggyback off of what you said about how it starts early, I think because it starts so early, it becomes like a normalized behavior. So they don't even realize that they're being abused sometimes until like that emotional, I don't know, until there's just like that point of emotional reaction. You know what I'm saying? There's a low key sense of denial in it.
True.
So and it, you know, it takes somebody maybe like a Jamila or somebody that they can completely relate to, somebody that they, you know, that they see as a role model to let them know, like, no, you're not alone in this situation. This happens, and you have to give them a better understanding of how to actually notice what abuse really is. Again, I feel like everybody's point is very important in the situation.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's funny, Ms. V, you pointed that out. You know, we really wanted to. That was kind of like a foreshadow. That's called foreshadowing in the world of film, and we was kind of like throwing that in there, you know, because well, for two reasons. Number one, the scene with her and the boyfriend in the parking lot. You know, we threw that in there because it represented his point of view, because he actually was there at the studio and he saw it, and but he just didn't make himself known. And I'm glad that you pointed that out, because I wanted to be able to raise conversation about that, because what Tony just said about sometimes these things get normalized when you're in an environment, whether it's a studio environment or whatever. And Tony's character could have really didn't mean nothing by it, but we don't know. That was the whole point. You know what I mean? He probably didn't, you know, but we don't know. And the reason why I remember distinctively telling him, I'm like, all right, she's gonna walk out, she's gonna get up and walk out. I want you to kind of look at her like, you know. So he takes direction well. That's good. But I'm, you know, like I said, and it wasn't too villain. I didn't want to villainize all men or anything like that. That's for sure. You know, I just wanted to put out there the reality of what some situations become, you know, when you're in the studio vibing. Because I mean, producer and artists, because, you know, I used to produce music myself. Producer and artist, they have a good, it's a different type of relationship, you know what I mean? Especially when they vibing. So it, you know, it could very easily be misconstrued though by any party, whether it's the producer, whether it's the artist, or whether it's someone who's on the outside looking in. And that was my point there. If somebody on the outside looking in, like, oh, wait a minute, you know, and yeah, he wasn't feeling that. So especially being controlling or whatever, you know. So I think that was
you know, again, I think it's a good point. I think it's very realistic. You talk about Megan Thee Stallion or whoever it was, you know, that these people is really happening in real life. So this was just a really great message. And when you put it out there and the people are looking at it, they won't look at somebody just made a video. You know, they're speaking the truth. and it's going to help a lot of people. I believe it's going to be a blessing.
Yeah, I agree. So then we did also do. I think it's important to mention that we did a visit to Safe House, and I thought that was important for Jamela to be there and really get like a full first person view of just the location. Now, you know, it's just like a secluded location and stuff like that. And we definitely thank everyone at Safe House that let us come in there. You know, and,
Definitely.
that was a real powerful moment. And actually, you know, the visuals are not done. I got visuals from that I will be releasing this month during Domestic Violence Awareness Month that also still drives home the point. You know, it doesn't end at the video. The video is great, and I'm glad it came out the way it came out. But it doesn't end there. We still have a point to make. So we want to really, you know, I'm gonna release some of the visuals of Jamela's visit there because it was really quite powerful. You know, when she was, they showed us around and they were telling us some, you know, some stories and stuff, and it's just really, man, it was really gripping stuff. So I can't wait to get that stuff out there. I'm trying to strategically release everything so it's not all at one time, so people can have a chance to digest what we put out every time we put it out. So let's so I just want to get your overall thoughts. I'll start with Jeannie. Your overall thought of the video, like, so now you got a chance to see the whole thing. And y'all got a cameo in there. I threw y'all in there.
I saw that. That was fun. Thank you. No, you did a great job. You really made it seem real, and it felt you could follow her whole story. I really appreciate how you captured it so real, and you went from scene to scene. And even when her friends are looking at her, you know, there's all these different things about power and control. And when she got into the car, you were thinking, wait a minute, she's decided to get in the car with him. Oh my God, if I were an outsider and I were her friends up there, you know, knowing that sometimes people can get so mad that they do things they wish they hadn't. So I was worried about her getting into the car. I really was. And I think you portrayed that really well by showing her friends were also like, what in the heck's going on here? And were they afraid for her? You couldn't really tell yet that early in the video, but it was just an interesting moment. And I think you really, I think touring the Safe House and talking to people, you got a sense of not just domestic violence, but that it's about power and control. And there's a lot of interesting intricacies to power and control. And that's a big thing. And we're trying to let everyone understand that we should all respect each other and not one person control another. And that's the message we'd like to say is everyone should be free of violence in their relationships. And how do we do that? How do we make the world a better place? And I think you have to get to the kids. You really do have to get to those children who are growing up and they need to learn about healthy relationships. So I think you did it. You did a great job. Thank you.
And Miss Karen,
Yes.
I just wanted to hear from you because I know you also represent another organization, and I wanted to just kind of hear from you on about that, please.
Yes, Domestic Violence Month is October, and I have not had a chance to watch the video, but as soon as we finish here, I will definitely be watching that video. Rachelle just contacted me to let me know she can't get back in for some reason, so I'm letting you know that as well.
Yeah, she's back in. I got her back. She's in.
Okay. I just want to let everybody know domestic violence is deadly. We have to take this serious. And the gentleman said how he goes to different schools and speak. I speak with from elementary all the way up to universities on domestic violence. The Angel House is a nonprofit organization. We work strictly underground. And Wes, what we do with that is we send our victims from one state to another so that they'll have a fresh new start in life. We do not run by grants, we run by daily donations. So we raise money every day to keep in our bank account in case we get victims, whether it's a victim household of 1 or 10. We have to be able to get them out of here on train, plane, or bus. So we get them out of here and get them to another state. We're connected with 12 states right now. We're looking to be connected all across the United States to help these individuals. And I don't want people just to think that the Angel House helps women in Michigan only, because that's not the truth. We help women all around the world. We only have 12 states to connect them to so that they can get a fresh new start in life. Now, my daughter has been deceased now for 6 years. And out of those 6 years, we have been able to help 34 victims of domestic violence escape their abusers and start a fresh new life in other states. We had more than that, but a lot of them still find a way to come back to their abusers. So that is our hard part. When we raise money to help these victims get away, to get them to another state, it's heartbreaking. After they've been gone 2 or 3 months, they still go back to the state they were in to be with that abuser. So, but it's something that we're not going to ever give up on. We will continue to strive to make victims into survivors, into thrivers. So by raising money every day, to make sure we always have train, plane, and bus tickets to get these people out of here so they can start a fresh new life is a good thing. And I'm seeing some very good, successful stories out of it. So I will never stop. I'll be an advocate for domestic violence for the rest of my life.
Wow, that's awesome. And we, like I always say, everyone who is involved in this, is I have to commend you for what you do, because it's not easy, like what you just mentioned. And I think, and you'll see in the video at the end, that was the thing. He comes to her, he offers her the flower. He does
Don't tell me.
whole. I will tell you. Okay. All right.
I will make sure I contact you after.
Okay. So we may have to.
It sounds like from everybody talking, it's a good video, and I want to see it. I don't want to be sitting there suspecting something because you told me. No, I want to see. I want all the juice for myself. So
good. So we might have to say spoiler alert when we.
But I'm glad you made the video. I'm glad you did it during Domestic Violence Month. And I like to know too, can we put it on the Angel House website?
Oh, most definitely. We would love you to do that. I mean, I'm in anyone that that you might be connected to, and that goes for everyone that you might be connected to that helps, that is an advocate, please, this is what we want to happen, because this is kind of like our way of being an advocate. This is my, we have our own little organization called RAVE, which is raising awareness via entertainment. So, this is like our way of putting that out there, so I definitely
so we can post it on Facebook.
Oh, most definitely. I'll make sure you have the links and everything that you need to post it wherever.
Thank you.
Yes, please do that. Please do that. That would be all I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. I wanted to kind of piggyback off of what Miss Karen said about, and I think Deuce brought it up too, about going back to the situation. It takes a lot of perseverance to just keep working on that. It's not easy for people to continue doing what they're doing, and I just really wanted to get your perspective, maybe Miss Barbara or Jeannie, your perspective over there on that situation, because I'm sure you've encountered it.
Well, one thing I wanted to say about the video is that you empowered her, because at the end she knew that it was time for her to go. So
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry, Karen. So, you know, that's the part that I like. But it is very hard when that's all you know, and then people ask you, why do you go back? Why are you doing this? And until you've lived that life, until you've been abused, you know, you think nobody wants you. And then your family turns against you because you keep going back. So they're not going to help you. You need that help. Who can help me? And so I know that nobody's going to want me. I've been abused. He's the only person. He says I'm ugly. I don't have any money. I can't do this. I can't. What else are you going to do? Until you love yourself, until you know that you know that you know that you know, somebody out there cares about you. That's what Safe House does. That's what Safe House, Angel House, that's what we're here to do when we're advocating for those women, to let them know, if you love yourself, somebody else out there is going to help you. We are here for you. We don't turn our backs on you. We're not like everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, and also love is really funny because and love and hope, and you love someone, you hope they'll change. And if they promise you they're going to try to change, you're going to believe it. So it's going to take a few times before you're finally, okay, I tried, he or she tried, and it's not working. And when you say, why don't you leave? You know, wouldn't it be interesting to say, why does the person that I'm loving hurt me? Why doesn't anybody ask why the other person is being abusive? That's a question too. And then, you know, what you really have to think about is, if you're a mom with a couple kids and you don't have an education and you don't have a car and you don't have a bank account, how are you really going to leave and have no roof over your head? Like, you kind of need to have a plan and have that plan of action. And sometimes it takes, you leave and you find out, oh my gosh, I'm on the street in a car alone. I got to go back. So you might have to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before you finally find an Angel House or a Safe House or somebody who's going to help you. So I think it's love and hope and just our general human nature that wants everyone to be good, but you find out differently. It's hard. Not that somebody who's abusive can't change, but boy, they got to want to change. So we want to focus on victims becoming survivors.
Yes, and Jenny too, we have generational curses of that too. It goes down the line, the mother, the daughter, the granddaughter. It's all in the family.
Yeah,
so
cycle.
Sometimes it's not just that individual's family turning on her because she's staying with the victim. That family has gone through so much abuse themselves, they don't know how to help that victim.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard all the way around. That's how come we have got to be here around the clock to help these individuals. I was a victim of domestic violence for 13 years, but I watched my mother go through it. And then I lost my youngest child from domestic violence. She was 8 months pregnant, March 22nd, 2014. Her abuser stabbed her 56 times. So I lost my daughter and what would have been my first grandchild. So we have got to continue to keep this fight up to help these victims, to show them that they can survive. My other daughter, she was growner than grown before I found out that she had been raped, that she had been molested by family members. You know, so this is terrible, but we got to stick together to help one another, to keep pushing forward. We can't give up. We need people like Wes to keep making these videos.
Good man.
And I don't want this just to be the only October that he gets it out here. I want it every year. See, my goal is to get a purple gala to go across the United States. We have it in a different state every year so we can get that message out here. Domestic violence is deadly, but we have advocates here to assist you.
Man, most definitely. I know, Ree, you've been jumping in and out because Zoom has been kicking you in and kicking you out. Can I hear you? Can I hear from you?
Can you hear me now?
I do.
Okay, yeah. So thank you, Wes, for this opportunity to be able to host this, even though I was out for a little bit and then had to come back in. Just being able to hear like different people, Miss Barbara Dean, my mom, Jeannie, different people give their perspective on it. It kind of brings everything all together to know that, you know, we have our nonprofit, then we have the Safe House. And then we have just other people like Jamila, how she did her video, how you help. Like, I think us all coming together is what's gonna make raising awareness against this cause much stronger. And as long as we keep that going and we don't stop, we don't give up, you know, I believe that we're gonna do amazing work at continuing to help save even more and more lives, because we don't wanna see people end up like how my sister was. You know, we don't wanna see people end up stuck in abusive relationships that they can't get out of because they feel like they don't have anywhere to go. So just having people just come together who know a little bit of what this cause is and have background and have, you know, the support or have the resources to be able to help these victims when they come to people and need that help, I think is amazing. And I think we just need to continue to grow together to keep this afloat.
I agree. And I want to take the opportunity to thank everyone that, you know, took part in this project, everyone that came on here today. You know, Jamila, I understand she's in a bad zone right now. So I definitely thank her for joining the live. And what I want to do from the going forward, the next steps, I believe, should be to, as Ms. Karen said, you know, spread this message. That's what the video's for. You know, most individuals are visual thinkers and visual learners. So if you can spread a visual message, I think sometimes that reaches some people that you know, it may not have reached before. And even with all of the wonderful work that you do, I'm hoping that this could be my contribution, and everyone, I'm not taking full credit for this. Every single person that's on this live right now and the people that worked on this project, this is our contribution to the cause. I mean, it doesn't stop here, but this is what we contribute. So I just want all of you, just when we can do it when we're after, you can email it to me. I just want to make sure I get your information as far as like, because when I start sharing the video and stuff like that, I want to also, you know, Facebook gives you the opportunity to put like donations and stuff like that. So I want to have both Safe House and Angel House to you know, put up there for donations, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Help to your cause, you know what I mean? So I just need that information. So when I share it on Facebook and stuff like that, I can say, hey, you can donate to this, you know, and we go from there. And then I think that's pretty much the gist of it. I thank y'all for watching the video and joining us today, taking time out your day, everybody. Thanks, Tony, Darcy, thanks, and Lamar, he jumped off. Thank him too. Lisa, you already know. And Jamila, you already know. Thank you for you know, working with me. It was a pleasure working with Jamila. The last thing I want to say about that is, like I said, Jamila is a pleasure to work with. She's takes direction very well, and it's kind of natural to her. You know, she kind of just does it well, you know what I mean? So it was a great opportunity, and you know, hopefully you know, we can do like what Miss Karen said and just put it out there every month or every year or whatever way we got to do it to help with the cause. So that's it. That's all I got.
Well, thank you for that project.
Go ahead.
Thank you for that project. Thank you to you and your crew, and thank you to Jamila and the other actor that was in the video with her. Thank you to all you guys, because you did a phenomenal job. Love and Hate is a very powerful video with a powerful message. So thank you again.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.